Well, the first combat wounded veteran to climb to the top of Mount Everest is now back home in Boise.
Jeff Platt met him at his home, and he shares now the veteran settling back into his normal everyday life.
Take a look at Linville taking stride after stride to the top of the world. It's an accomplishment that not many people can put on their resume, but now that he's back home in Boise, Linville says it's time to do the stuff that everyone can put on their resume. Much like when Linville served in the Marines and would return home from deployment, coming home from the summit of Mount Everest is going to take some getting used to. Linville hasn't been home in 4 months and much has changed. His daughters have grown, his dog had puppies, and now everyone knows the name Charlie Linville. He says once the attention calms down, he can really get his life back to normal. But for now, he says the attention is good because it's allowing him to spread the message he set out to send.
I was told no by doctors, and people, look at you and pity you in a certain way. And I really wanted to prove that the disabled people, disabled veterans, are capable of so much more than people really give them credit for, or people give themselves credit for.
Noble cause aside, Linville says he's happy to be back home with his wife and kids. He says for now he just wants to get a job and spend time with his family. But when adrenaline feeds your soul, as Linville puts it, home isn't a permanent stay.
It was a conversation last night. Wife's, so you're home for good now, right? It's like, yeah, for a while. For a while. Love you.
Linville says becoming the first amputee to go into outer space is at the top of his bucket list, but for now the Marine Staff Sergeant, who has climbed to the ends of the earth and the top of the world, is gearing up for his toughest assignment yet, keeping after his 5- and 8-year-old daughters.
If I succeed at being a dad, that's really, at the end of the day, at the end of my life, that's what I want.
I jokingly asked Linville how hard the climb up Everest was. He told me that being a Marine in combat was harder than the climb, and being a father is harder than both of them, but all three are really, really tough.